Well, it's fair to say we are perhaps having our first wobble of the season, but hopefully a nice run in the FA Cup will pose as a decent distraction from our current league form. Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2024 and another part of non-league to Champions League with South Shields. Today we take on Wycombe Wanderers in the FA Cup before taking on runaway league leaders Norwich City away from home in the league. That's going to be an incredibly tricky match. Since you were last with me, we've only played the two matches, but it's now one win in the last five, I should say. Lost against Leicester 3-1, of course, last time out. We then drew 1-1 against Derby County. Not the best performance there. And we went down 2-1 to Bournemouth. But I did say this in the last episode. These are a set of really tricky fixtures. And if we can come out with anything from any of these, it would be amazing. We then sort of go back to our level of opponent where we have been winning games, against the likes of Sheffield United, Swansea, Cardiff. Hopefully we will be able to have some confidence left to take those on and defeat them. And I think a big part of that is today's result against Wycombe Wanderers. We're currently 6th in Sky Bet Championship. We're level on points with Plymouth and much better goal difference. 9 points now behind automatic promotion spots and Leicester City, but well ahead of any relegation worries. Ethan Wheatley still the top goal scorer in the division. Mully, one of the best players in the division, and has the second or equal most assists. It's looking pretty good at the moment. So let's have a little look at the team for today. Daniel Bachmann will start in goal. Dramer, Narocki, Hughes and Lewis will start in defence. Hayden and Kilkenny start in defensive midfield, although Raksaki's actually going to come back. I just noticed he's returned. Mully, Williams and Decker will start behind Ethan Wheatley up top. We're going to give Mark Decker a little go today. We've not really given him any chance, the PSV loanee, so I'm expecting to see him give it a little bit of welly today to see if he can get himself a run in the team. So we're taking on a Wycombe Wanderers side who are in the relegation zone of the Championship, and it would be amazing if we could get through the fourth round of the FA Cup. It would feel like a real top result. Lewis into the middle. There's a header from Narocki, and it is clear, but that is the most dangerous we have looked from a free kick all season, or a corner kick all season. And I think we do just need some better aerial problems in central defence so that we can start scoring goals from them, because we do create the chances. It's just that the heading isn't quite good enough to score us goals. And we've seen down in the National League North and below, these, or slightly above, these standard of headers were fine, but in the Championship you don't really find that. So that would be a nice source of goals that we haven't really tapped into yet, because I think our set players are actually pretty decent. It is just about finding the aerial threats, I suppose. Here's Fisher on the ball, gets it back now, and that's whipped in, and there is a header at the back post, but luckily nothing comes of it. But excellent save from Bachmann on the half volley from the Wycombe Wanderers player, and it stays 0-0. Here's Nejmi. Oh, it's a header. What a save from Bachmann, and that's probably the best he has played for quite some time. Two fabulous saves to keep us in the match, and there's a third right there. Wow. Already on to a 7.1 after those three saves from Bachmann. And now it's Santiago, whips it in, header again over the bar, but Wycombe definitely on top at this juncture of the match. And we could do with trying to get back on top here, because if they beat us today, it's a bit of a confidence sucker. Here's Lewis out into the middle. Oh, it's a header off the bar, and two corners, two headed chances, but none have gone in. Here's Mully. Gets it to Naroki. End of highlight. Here's Dramer. Gets it to Hayden. Hayden on the ball. Isaac Hayden. That's forward to Decker, and Decker scores. Mark Decker. And what a turn up for the books, really, because he has not played at all this season. I think he's had one substitute appearance, and Isaac Hayden, beautiful ball over the top from him, and Decker, well, I mean, that's a terrific finish. And we have been struggling in that left midfield position for consistency. Could Decker be the answer in this second half of the season? Santiago into the middle, and there it is. There is the equaliser, and it is Keller Fisher that scores. Very frustrating indeed. Very, very frustrating. But we need to keep going out there and keep plodding on, keep pushing. Here's Fisher on the right-hand side. Gets it to Shahar. Now here's Fisher again. Fisher still going, and that's over the bar. Wow, excellent save from Bachman. And here's Nejmi. Nejmi's going to whip it in now. Whips it in. Header away. Kobayashi over the bar. Okay, half an hour gone in this match, and I suppose the worst possible result is a draw. We certainly don't want to replay in an extra match on the legs. I'd rather go out of the FA Cup than that. So we are going to go attacking, try and grab a goal before half-time and try and blow Wycombe off the park. I think both goalkeepers have just played well so far. Here's Berry. Gets it to Santiago now on this left-hand side. Santiago into the middle. There's Coyne, and he makes it 2-1 Wycombe. Not good there. That's not what we need. Let's demand more from them. Frustrating. Very, very frustrating. 2 minutes of added time. Half-time. And it is 2-1. And who's not playing well? I mean, Mully's not having a good game, so he's going to come off, and we might put Decker on the right-hand side and put Hurtado on the left. Wheatley's going to come off, and we'll give Michael Burley a run out. He's not really had much of a chance, but has scored 3 goals this season, all from the bench, I think, so yeah, deserves 45 minutes to see what he can do in the FA Cup here. Here's Mitchell on the ball. That's forward. Here's Coyne. Gets it to Shahar now. Shahar into the middle it goes. And that looked like a penalty, Jeff. Luckily it wasn't. Decker tries to run and grab it, but there it is over the bar. Yeah, Wycombe definitely looking the better team today. And that's a little bit concerning. Obviously, we've got January coming up. We're already starting to think about signings. We have got money in the bank, and we deliberately kept some money back so that we could invest in January, and we should have players that are very much interested in joining us, since we're in a Premier League promotion battle. Here's Nejmi to make it 3 here. Oh, good save from Bachman. And maybe that's one of the things we need to look at, is an even better goalkeeper. Nejmi into the middle it goes. Header away. It's Mitchell. It's still bobbling around here. Excellent tackle. Here's Williams. Williams on the ball. This is a great run from Finlay Williams. Good pace shown here. Still going is Williams. Whips it into the middle. Headed away. Oh, I was just about to say long highlights usually end in goals, but just as I was about to say that, the highlight ended. Therefore, it wasn't a long highlight. Right, 60 minutes gone. Raksaki not having the best of games, but their goalkeeper's injured. That's interesting. Let's try and go full on attack here. Lewis cuts it out. No, it's a terrible pass. Hughes, Raksaki, over the top it goes. I think he's offside here. No, he wasn't. Well, he wasn't offside. That's a very interesting chance. That's just gone begging. Kilkenny's going to come on. And I suppose Nathan Redmond is a possible opportunity to do better. I think maybe Keane Best as well. 10 minutes to go here. Still 2-1 to Wycombe. Here's Best. Gets it to Hurtado now. Hurtado. Oh, it's a penalty, Jeff. It is a penalty, Jeff. And this, to equalise and keep us in the FA Cup. We'd rather not have the replay, but I suppose it's better than a defeat. Hayden steps up and misses it. We just have no luck in the FA Cup. We really don't. It's going to be over for another season, which is a real disappointment. I thought it was an opportunity to progress and maybe even get to the quarterfinals or something like that. Just give our credentials and have a bit of excitement. But alas, it doesn't happen. And Wycombe have progressed in the FA Cup. I think we have to say we're proud, even though really we're not, because Wycombe are not the best team in the competition. And we've lost to them quite convincingly there, which is a shame. Right, okay, let's give all of them a couple of days off before the Norwich game. I'm not going to give Boney a go in the game against Norwich, but very frustrating. Well, this is an interesting one. Cody Dramer, who is only has a £450,000 release clause for teams in the Premier League. We've just managed to negotiate a £4.5 million transfer to Norwich City, which I think is pretty good. We can ask Leicester to join that bid as well. That'll be a huge amount of money for us, and that will allow us to sign some much better players than Cody Dramer, or at least a better player than Cody Dramer. That's a huge amount of money. Okay, just the one change for the match against Norwich, actually. Keane Best comes in at left back. Everything else stays the same. So let's get into it. It's this is going to be a tricky one, and obviously it's quite awkward. Cody Dramer will probably be making negotiations while he's on the pitch with Norwich. He's been given permission to talk to them. I think that is a huge amount of money that we can't turn down. His contract expires at the end of the season. We cannot renew it. So I think cash in on him and put that $5 million into the club and improving our squad and giving us a little outside chance of promotion. Obviously we need to get ourselves back on track first, but I'm really excited actually to go and spend that money. And again, I don't think we'll go and spend it all. I think it will be a case of spending some of it wisely. Here's Williams with a chance to possibly get it in. He gets it to Dramer. Dramer into the middle. Is he going to score? Oh, that would have been a very cool moment if Dramer scored against the team he's about to join. Here's Best. Whips it in. It's headed away. Yeah, Justin gets it away. He has Mully now on the ball. Mully forward. Gets it to Hayden. Now here's Raksaki. Raksaki finds Decker here on the left-hand side. Decker still going, and that's a pretty good tackle, actually. But we look strong in the opening exchanges here. It's Harwood Bellis with the throw. Gets it to Springett. Springett now with a chance. Good save. Excellent save. But a secondary chance and another good save from Bachmann. He is played pretty well in this episode. Obviously had a few good saves against Wycombe Wanderers and keeping us in the game here against Norwich so far. But yeah, with just 20 games to go, this could be a big one. If we manage to get a point out of this, That would be a huge point and give us a little bit of confidence going into the next few matches, which I think are going to be crucial. I think we could do with winning the rest of the matches in January to really solidify our places amongst the playoffs. And, Decker gets an injury. Could have been a lot worse. Tardo is going to come on. But yeah, Decker, hasn't really been a part of the squad, but looked good against Wycombe. And for the first time in a long time, we drop out of the playoffs as it stands. It's not the worst thing in the world, but shows that we have been on a bit of a wobble, but we knew it was going to be tough. This run of fixtures looked very, very difficult on paper, and now we've got them out of the way. We don't have to play these guys again. It's only Leicester that we have to play again out of the teams we've played recently. So I think that's massive, actually. And I think gives us a bit of an advantage for the rest of the season. Hurtado into the middle, gets it to Mully, who gets it into Williams, who scores and puts us 1-0 up just before half-time. That could be an absolutely huge goal. He runs over to the South Shield supporters and he will be delighted with that. Hurtado with the initial ball in, Mully dragged it back and Finlay Williams scores, makes it 1-0. Come on, boys, this is what we need. No complacency, please, in this second half. And we will go defensive probably about the 65-minute mark if we do remain 1-0 up. We want to stay positive for now. We don't want to try and attract Norwich City attacks. We want to almost continue what we were doing in the first half. Here's Springett with a chance, and that's an excellent save from Daniel Bachmann in goal. He has been a very solid goalkeeper for us. We can't deny that. And defensively we've been pretty sound. I think a couple of really top quality centre-backs to help us out, because I reckon Brodie Hughes is going to be the Dramer replacement. Initially at least, and we'll see how it goes. This could be a chance here. Mully, this could be a chance for 2-0. Mully into the middle, it's headed out, but there's Wheatley, gets it, a Raksaki hits the post. Oh, that was close. That was very, very close. Right, we've got 10 minutes until the 70-minute mark. I'm going to try and hang on to the 70-minute mark, and then we're going to go full-on defensive play. But it's always a fear of changing things, but I think it makes sense. So Hurtado is going to come back into midfield. Mully, of course, is going to come back into midfield. Finlay Williams is going to go up top, and we're going to bring Wheatley back. He's actually going to go into a back five, and Fieldson's going to go there. Hayden's going to come off for Kilkenny because Hayden's on a yellow card and not playing well. And this is our last stoppage. So we need to decide, really, if we're bringing anyone else on. I think we're all good. I think that's fine. Okay. And then we'll go cautious first of all, and then with 10 minutes to go we'll go defensive. This would be an absolutely huge 3 points. I'm still expecting Norwich to come back with their very, very good squad. We're going very defensive now for 10 minutes, trying to hang on. Dramer's picked up a knock, tight Achilles, so he could be out for a couple of weeks. This could be his last game in a South Shields shirt. 6 minutes of added time. This would be a very famous victory for us, probably the biggest win of the series, and I think we're going to hang on. Yes, we are. What a brilliant 3 points that is to pick up. That is huge. Obviously, Norwich are the runaway leaders at the top of the league. Absolutely a Premier League club at heart, and we've went away to them and we've went and grabbed victory. That was incredible. Matt Decker, he's going to be out for 2 months. Best is going to be out for 3 days. He's going to be out for a couple of days. That's a shame. We have got another match in 4 days or so we're going to have a look at all of that. Lots of people have signed new contracts, but Dramer, let's have a look at his happiness. Anything that he's got said there? Disappointed by the low collective win bonuses. What does that say? I really don't know. We'll see what happens. But let's judge when we're going to come back. I tell you what, I think we'll come back for Huddersfield and Coventry so we can straddle deadline day and we can hopefully do some transfer business in the next episode and show you how we're going to get on for the rest of the season. So if you have enjoyed that, give it a massive thumbs up down below. Subscribe for daily Football Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.